Hey guys, it's Chris. Just doing a vlog in the office because this is where I spend 80% of my day on my day off, is just in the office. I've recorded about a 30-minute video of me going over channel analytics between Linkin's Legion and Linkin Airsoft. And as I started editing it, I just got to like 2 minutes in, I'm like, nobody's gonna want to watch this. This is such a boring video. No one's gonna watch it. And even if you did watch it all the way through the end, you would not be entertained because it was not an interesting video. By the way, I don't wear this shirt that often. It's my Gorillaz graphic t-shirt. I don't ever wear it that much. I think it's just because it's big. I got more into wearing medium-sized shirts, and this is more of a large. I don't like shirts that like are super long down, you know what I mean? I wanted to just quickly talk to you guys about 2019 and 2020. Give you an idea of kind of what's going to be going on in 2020. I've talked about it a little bit, but I want to warn you guys. 2020 is still going to be a rough year. The first half of the year is going to be very rough for me, and I want you guys to bear with me, okay? I know you have been. You guys are great. You guys have been bearing with me. You've been supportive. You've been reaching out to me. I've gotten your DMs. I've gotten your responses. I'm getting emotional already, because it means a lot to me. You guys are reaching out to me in this way for the situation with Sam. And yes, as you can tell, I'm still emotional about it because, I mean, it's been over a month. You know, it was November 21st, a Thursday, I believe is what the day was. And it's been over a month, and I'm still very shaken. I'm fluctuating. I'm dealing with a lot of stuff, and I have my days where I'm basically fine. I'm pretty much normal. And I'm able to sit down and work and to do projects and go places and generally be me, right? But then I have other days where I am not in a good mental state. And I mean, to the point where you see like this little dot right here, that's not much, but I was at work on Sunday and I took a cup, a little plastic cup, and I bashed it into my forehead because I started to overload and I needed to bring myself back down because I was getting amped up and I was getting really just anxious and depressed, and I was about to start like flipping out in my head, so I took a cup and I bashed it in my forehead. I went outside the other day and I went out to my garage without socks on. I left my glasses inside, I left my phone inside, I didn't put on a jacket. It was 20 degrees and it was starting to snow and it was windy, so it was very cold. And I went out in the garage. I left my gun inside for obvious reasons. I'm not going to hurt myself. Like, I would never just go and kill myself. I want you guys to, you know, have some solace in that. I know people say that, and no one can 100% guarantee that they're not going to fucking kill themselves at some point because your demons get you. But in my head, I'm not capable of doing that to myself, so I want to say rest assured. But I left everything inside, and I went out to the garage, and we have a table out there, and I just kind of sat at the table, I curled myself up, and I just had a conversation with myself. Because it's going to sound crazy, but there are, you know, I've talked about it, there are multiple me's in me. There's me that you guys know, and then there's the me that just wants to fucking destroy myself, and it's insatiable, and it's difficult. And I went out there and I had to have a conversation with myself and to freak out about myself, just searching for answers within, and I let out a lot of emotions. Now, I want to give you guys an update, what led to that, which is that Sam had got a flat tire, and she had to spend the night at the apartment 2 nights in a row because she had no rides to get anywhere. So I let her stay at the apartment. The first night she slept on the couch. Obviously, it was very difficult for me just having her here. I just got sick, just depressed, you know, that kind of thing. And the second night I said, hey, if you're comfortable with it, I don't mind if you sleep in the bed with me because the couch is not comfortable. And she's like, yeah, it really wasn't comfortable. So I said, you can sleep in the bed with me if you're okay with that. And she's like, I miss the bed and I miss having somebody to be close to. I miss being warm. So she slept in the bed. We didn't like fuck or anything, but it was just like, just her being in the bed with me and cuddling with her. And just, I let myself get too attached again as I was slowly making progress of detaching myself emotionally as much as I possibly could. I just fell right back in. I got tossed into the deep end of the pool and I lost my mind, I lost my brain. That's when I went outside and I had that moment, and then I messaged her and I said, like, I told her, you know, I can't do this, and I basically just like saying, not straight out saying I need help, but it was a cry for help kind of message. And she didn't respond because she had just recently gotten home, so she wasn't able to respond. She was catching up with her friend, whose sister just had a baby, so she had her own stuff going on. But me, in my darkness, took it as her not caring that I was in a dark state. So I was just like, I was being a dickhead, you know. I lost myself. I looked back at my messages and I'm like, I don't even know who that person is. I don't have control of my emotions, and I definitely don't always have control of what I say. I wasn't being like an asshole so bad, but I was definitely just not being me, you know. I have those issues that are cropping up, and that's my fault. I let her stay, and I let her stay in the bed with me. I should have kept that wall up, but I didn't do it, and that has led me to have a bad couple of days. Not to mention I was lacking sleep, and I was overworked from the weekend, and it was just not a good time. I was super sick feeling. So today and yesterday have been better, and I feel like this week is going to be a bit better. But so I'm letting you guys know as a small update for the Sam situation, and also how that leads into 2020, which is because Sam's going to be leaving in mid-January, late January, early February. She wants to leave by mid-January. Who knows how that will go with money. Hey, Alan, you're in the background. With that, we lead into what's going to happen with that. So when Sam goes, it's obviously, again, going to be traumatic for me. I keep on fluctuating. I want you guys to know that I'm not just being a big baby about this, because I built my entire life around the concept of being with Sam forever. So to have that not be a thing in my future, it feels like I'm standing in a desert with no foreseeable direction. So you can, and the ground is obviously slowly sinking as the darkness consumes me. It's black sand. It is trying to drink me, and I don't know where to go to escape it. And that's kind of where I've been lately. You know, sometimes I'll find a plank of wood to stand on, like a slab of concrete in the desert that allows me to not sink for a little bit and to maybe see over the hills for a short amount of time. But then that concrete slab slips away, and I'm back in the sand again, and I can't see a thing as a storm whips up. That's kind of like what it's been for me. It's been very difficult to get any kind of consistency. The first third of the year is still going to be a pain in the ass for me. I'm going to do my best to keep content flowing for you guys. And I'm going to do my best to get back into writing and, all that good stuff. And I want to keep pushing off writing because I can't fully focus on it. It's really hard to focus on it when your brain has all this other muck and grime just keeping the gears from turning. It's just fucking, I need to grease it. Until Sam is gone, until she leaves, I'm going to be that string is still there, so it's gonna be a bitch. But so I will pick up Ruby Randomizer again. I'll stream that whenever I can, and I will obviously continue doing the playthrough series. I'll have Firewatch that will be getting released. It's all recorded, it's all uploaded, and it's all titled and ready to be released. Firewatch is done. Okay. I just did a binge recording and a binge edit in like 2 days, and so that's all done. It's 8 parts. 8 parts total. It's like 2.5 hours total of footage. So it's not bad. You can binge it very quickly. It's a movie. That'll be coming out steadily, and I'm going to start working on the next playthrough series. So you guys can go ahead and vote down in the description what game you want me to play. I have 3 games. I believe it's Plague Tale, Agatha Knife again, because I do want to play that, and then there's another like small indie horror game, Colleen, or something like that. I don't remember. But they're both short, medium, and long games, so it depends on how long you want the playthrough series to be. 5 hours, 6 hours, 12 hours, they're all, they're labeled, so go check that out. So as far as looking back on 2019, I don't honestly remember a lot, because all the years, dude, once you get like past 23, all your years start to blend, and it really kind of sucks, especially with me when most of my time is spent doing a lot of the same repetitive tasks, playing video games, streaming, and a lot of the stuff is just kind of like the same. It all kind of melds together as one kind of figment memory. So 2019, I don't even remember the beginning of 2019. I know at the beginning I was still living in Ossipee, and all that good stuff, and then we moved out here. Then the summer was complete and total hell for work because we were understaffed and overworked, and it was, oh God, it was the first summer I worked like 44 hours in a week. And I really hope it's not that way this coming year, man. I fucking hope it's not 44 hours a week. I cannot take that stress and exhaustion. But we might have air conditioning getting installed in the kitchen at work, which would be a fucking godsend. You don't understand. Dude, it's like 115 degrees with shitty ventilation and just greasy moisture in the air, dude. It is so unhealthy. It's horrible. And that's what makes it so hard to come home and get to work on something, because you're fucking exhausted. Even if you didn't work that hard, you've been drowning in heat and sweat and stinky food all day, and you just like, I don't want to do anything. So yeah, I don't, obviously the end of 2019 has overshadowed a lot of the good, and I haven't even taken the time to go and look back at the good, because I a lot of the good has to do with Sam, honestly, and you guys, of course. But 2019 is when I started Lincoln's Legion channel. I started it in January, and I did all my mass uploading. In the first third of the year was mass uploading of re-uploads and trying to get some new content uploaded for you guys. So all of my stats, all my analytics for Lincoln's Legion are pertaining to 2019 alone. And I think I did pretty good, going from 0 to right around 140 subscribers. Not bad. I look at that number in a very disappointed fashion, simply for like two things. It's genuinely awesome and also disappointing because I expected a bit more of a transition from a 5,200 sub channel with, 1.5 million views total to a new channel, and I get like a fraction of those people even transferred over. But that's kind of what I expected to happen. And now I know that the number I have is genuine, so it's bittersweet to have less than 200 subs in a year. It's bittersweet. I know I earned every sub in my own way, but it's also like I worked so much for 100 subs. But still, I got like 17,000 views in the year, so it's good, but it's a stepping stone. We'll see what happens. And then, of course, the Airsoft channel, which has steadily kept pace and surpassed the main channel on views, watch time, and subscribers, which is like, dude, I love the Airsoft channel. Other thing that happened was we read through Vengeance, Children of Faust, Book 1, and I republished it for literally, I swear to God, the final time, and I'm only keeping it published on Kindle. That way, if there is a small error or an editing mistake, I can just literally push an update and it'll be fine. I'm not doing the paperbacks. I'll only print paperbacks for very specific people on specific occasions, but I'm not selling paperbacks. So if you want to pick up a Kindle version of it, it's $3 on Amazon. You literally can't beat that, and I literally can't make it any cheaper. Minimum price is $2.99, so it's $3. I make shit for royalty, but I don't care about the money. I just want to get the story out. And of course, I'm working on right now for my writing project for 2019 for the first half of the year, which I should be able to get done in about 3 or 4 months. Easy if I can consistently work on it, and that's working on Origin's Transgression, which follows Kim's dad Alex and her mom Rachel, their backstory of how they met and how it ties into the overall plot of Book 1. And I think it's really interesting, and I think honestly anybody who cares at all about the lore, about the characters, this is the backstory you want to read. The backstory with Felix and Destro for Origins and Purity is cool in its own right, very adult. Like, there's rape scenes in it. It's fucking bad, and I hate to even say that, but it's literally it's the story, I don't want to write about that, but that's the character, and it's uncomfortable, and it's difficult to process, and it is fucking brutal. It's the reality of the character that I made, so read at your own discretion. Don't be mad at me, okay? I may have written it, but I don't condone it, okay? Did you guys hear that cool, like, ok. It's making cool sounds. My mouth is doing things. So anyway, I'm working on Transgression. It's already written. I already have first page, last page. And all I'm doing is working through my notes and improving the story as I go. I'm just making it better, working on every paragraph and improving the flow, making sure the continuity is all there, and it really won't take that long. I go through it once, and then I read through it and fix stuff for the last time. So I just have to go through it 2 more times, which really will only take me a couple months, honestly. It's not that bad. I just need to commit to it, and then when that's done, that'll be a finished project, and the only project in front of me is Book 2, which I already have the outline going for, and I know where it's going. I just need to do it. It's just so complicated. So it's timeline shit, and a lot of history stuff. Anyway, so what to expect again, once Sam leaves, I'll kind of go through a period again of recovery and acceptance, and you guys I'll clean up the apartment and we'll get a new apartment tour. I mean, I can show you guys real quick essentially what the apartment's like right now. We'll get a full tour, but we got the bunnies out here. Nothing crazy with that. I gotta feed you guys too. It's like 9 o'clock, so I gotta feed you. My TV and dresser and laundry is all set up here. I got the bed here. I'm in front of the fireplace, so I can't even use that. Got the nightstand over there, and all this stuff is still here. And then there's just a pile of a lot of Sam stuff. This is Dylan's Airsoft cabinet. And then we have to work out that's Sam's TV I'm giving it to her. It's Sam's consoles and her DVDs and a lot of her stuff that's going to get kind of cleared out of here. The bookshelves and everything are going to get cleared out and redone. I'm going to build that bookshelf and put most of the DVDs on it because that one's old as dick shit. So it's really all a mess right now, so that's why I haven't shown anything with it. 2020, it's going to be rough. But I think 2020 is going to be my year. As much as the part of me that wants me to fail and wants to watch me suffer and drown hates that I'm even saying that, the part of me that wants to be strong and to continue being me, to grow and to find myself, wants to succeed and believes that 2020 is going to be my year. Because as much as it pains me to say, not having Sam in my life takes a lot of random daily stuff that I have to do, chores, just going out and doing stuff, because we're back to being a fucking hermit, which I don't necessarily hate, but I don't love. Like, I like my isolation, but it's all the little things, going to the store with Sam and going out, just fucking going to get a car wash or something. Just every little thing. She made everything so enjoyable. You know, she was the little ball of light that made everything kind of have color around me. Because I do those things already, but I do it in such a monotonous neutrality that it's just is when I do it. But when I'm with her, it's like, wow, there's a world. Fucking whack. I don't know. And I want to profusely apologize to you guys, even though I shouldn't be apologizing, but I'm going to say it anyway. I feel bad about complaining about it so much, and I don't want to. I really don't want to sit there and complain about my relationship problem, but, man, it's just the worst thing I've been through, and I've been through a lot. I've been through a lot of shit, and this is the most painful thing I've ever had to endure emotionally. Let me cope, okay? Just, if you're annoyed by it, fucking leave the video. That's fine. Leave the video if you're annoyed. If I start to say it and you're like, I don't care, skip ahead or leave the video. Whatever. But I'm gonna vent and I'm gonna cope. So just let me have it. And let's wish me luck. Okay? Wish me luck. Because I'm gonna need all the strength I can get for 2020. And that's it. So I think maybe for the beginning of 2020, I am trying to still gather video ideas. I might do some looking back at, I might do some I might go through some old pictures of me or something back in 2010, 10 years ago, the whole 10-year challenge thing, the beginning of the decade, end of the decade. I might go through and just look at some old 2010 photos of me, which I honestly can't really find that many. I didn't post a lot. It was 2012 when I really started posting to social media, so I might have to default and go up to alright, so the first part of 2010s, maybe I'll react to some 2010 videos, whatever have you. I do have some videos I want to react to, which I might record some of that right now, but yeah, that's really it. So thanks guys for watching. Thank you for bearing with me. Happy fucking New Year, I guess. Celebrate however you want. Just don't fucking drink and drive. Don't be a dumb butthead. Stupid idiot. Don't fucking drink and drive. If you have to go out drinking or something, either stay there or get a fucking DD, okay? Get a ride. No one needs to die. Don't go shooting guns into the air because that kills people and animals. Just don't be stupid, man. Don't be stupid. It's not worth your life or someone else's life because you just feel 2020. I'll see you guys later.